Do you miss Congress, sir?
You know, it was just so different back then, Andrea. You know, you covered it. And,
I know.
You know, now what it gets to be is everybody has their own special little deal where they're actually driving things to satisfy some narrow group. But Andrea, when we think about this problem, it's with the defense bill now, it's going to be with all these appropriation bills. All these problems started with the election of McCarthy and how it got done. At the time, I made an argument that the Democrats should have come in, the moderate Democrats, working with moderate Republicans, and kind of be able to reduce the power of extremes on both sides and elect a speaker who could lead the House in a way that made a lot of sense. Well, the Democrats kind of loved the fact that the Republicans were falling apart, and the Republicans, of course, thumbed their nose at the Democrats, said, we'll do it. And now you have this problem. So the chickens have come home to roost, and I don't know how they're going to get through any of these appropriation bills. I was there when we had to collect votes to pass a balanced budget, which we did, but it is tough. And now it's just a mess. And it's Genesis was the way in which they opened the House at the beginning of the year.
No, you're so right about that. And let me switch gears to presidential politics, which is informing a lot of this, or exacerbating these divisions. Governor DeSantis laying into Donald Trump for potentially skipping the first debate and certainly skipping the Family Leadership Summit in Iowa tomorrow. Let's play some of what the governor had to say.
Nobody is entitled to this nomination. You have got to earn the nomination. I will be in Milwaukee for the first debate, and I'll be at all the debates. Because the American people deserve to hear from us directly. This idea that he's entitled to this, you know, I just totally reject, especially given, you know, we had the Biden-Trump in 2020, and Biden's president. And so the idea that he's just entitled after that, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, he may not be entitled, but he certainly has a huge polling advantage, and so you can understand
that sounds like a little bit of whining, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look.
But how important is Iowa?
Always going to, yeah, well, Iowa's, you know, always important, but then New Hampshire comes in the blink of an eye. Right. And I don't know what Trump's going to do. He doesn't like to be out of any of the action, even when there's bad stories about him. He loves his name to be in the stories. Andrea, it's like nothing we've ever seen. So if I were to predict, I think I would predict he skips the first debate and he sees how it goes. And then, you know, he probably would be in the second one. But you know what's going to happen. Everybody's going to go and hammer him. And I don't know whether he'll listen to his advisors, whether he'll say, oh, no, I'll go. You know, he's out attacking the governor of Iowa now. I mean, to me, that's not very smart. But Trump operates at by looking at things so much differently. But I think he'd be likely to skip the first one. And it's like DeSantis is whining, please come so I can do better and I can catch you, which I understand that. But I don't know how effective that is. It doesn't seem like a strong message. And DeSantis' challenge, Andrea, is he's not doing well. His national polls have slipped. He's behind, as I've been told, by like 2-1 in Iowa. And Iowa's retail, and people got to like you. And we got to see if that likability for him improves.
Well, Chris Christie also wanting a shot at Trump to be on the stage, wanting to have a chance to go after him and saying, well, he'll show up. But I want to ask you about the Democrats also. They've got problems. They have a potential third party run by
Cornell
the No
West.
Labels group. They tried to put it to bed, and now Senator Joe Manchin is speaking to No Labels next week. Are you, thinking that this might have some effect of electing Donald Trump if he divides the party?
Well, don't forget Cornell West. I mean, running as the third party, that there could be a lot of Democrats that would, say, I'm kind of tired of Biden and I'm going to vote for Cornell West. In terms of No Labels, what Democrats are concerned about is that they'll take votes from Biden and, drive the thing towards Trump. What I'm told is happening now, by the way, is that secretaries of state are slow rolling the ability of No Labels to be able to get access to the ballot. That is what I would call voter suppression. If you want to put somebody on the ballot, you ought to have a right to do it. And these secretaries of state should stop slow rolling this and let people who want to run, give them a chance, give them access, plain and simple.
And so you think that's the heavy hand of the White House?
No, I don't know. I might be actually. I don't know. It could be the heavy hand of the Republicans that don't want that no label on there. I don't know. It's hard to predict. It's so crazy out there.